I remember that night like it's etched into my bones. The air in Old Marlowe was thick with the smell of rain, the kind that soaks the cobblestone streets until they glisten under the flicker of half-dead street lamps. I wasn't supposed to be there. I had sworn never to step foot on that street again. But something, maybe the way the fog curled around my ankles, or the way the night felt heavier than usual, pulled me forward. That's when I saw him, leaning against the iron railing in the shadows. Tall, his coat dripping, his hair dark and messy from the storm. His eyes found mine instantly, as if he'd been waiting there his whole life just to see me again. My breath caught. I knew him. Not from this life, but from somewhere else, somewhere I couldn't explain. "You remember me," he said, his voice deep and rough, every word hitting me like a strike to the heart. I wanted to say no. I wanted to walk away, but I couldn't. I stepped closer, my heels clicking against the wet stone, my pulse hammering. The town felt silent, like the night itself was holding its breath. "They'll kill you if they see us together," I whispered. His lips curved into that half smile I remembered, the one that made me feel like I was falling even when I was. "Standing still. Then let them try," he said, and suddenly his hand was on mine, cold but steady. He pulled me into the shadows, into the doorway of an old brick building that smelled of dust and forgotten years. My body was screaming danger, but my heart was screaming his name. We had tried this before in another time, another life, and it ended in blood. I thought we had escaped it, but here we were, pulled back into the same story, and I knew deep down how it would end. The last thing I remember before the lights went out was his kiss, warm, desperate, and full of promises we could never keep. And then the sound of footsteps, fast and closing in. I opened my eyes to darkness, my back against the cold wall, his voice a whisper in my ear, "Run and don't look back." But I did. I looked back, and what I saw is something I'll never be able to forget.